Spontaneous speaking video 40. Man, I haven't done that in a long time. So there have been two reoccurring questions that I finally wanted to address, and I finally have the time to. First one is, Denzel, what's up with the necklace that you're always wearing? For those of you who probably haven't really noticed, it says 116 in the front, stands for 116 Click. It's a rap group composed of Lecrae. You probably haven't heard of these artists if you're not really like. I mean, Lecrae's a Grammy Award winner, so you might have heard him as like the Christian rapper or whatever, but he doesn't really go by that. But yeah, it's Lecrae, Andy Mineo, my favorite, Trip Lee, KB, Tadashi. Yeah, there's a lot of them on there, but essentially what they are is a rap group, and they go by 116 because 116 is supposed to represent the Bible verse Romans 1:16, and for those of you who don't know it, that's what I have here on the back. It's in the form of a cross. It says on here, I have memorized it by the way, but I'll read it off just in case. I'm on camera now. I am not ashamed of the gospel of Christ, because it is the power of God, the salvation of everyone who believes. Romans 1:16. Now, Denzel, what does that mean? Well, in a nutshell, it literally means exactly what it says. Like, I'm not ashamed of the gospel. I'm not ashamed that I'm a Christian. I'm not ashamed that even though I live in a world where, people, I know a girl who constantly teases Christians, saying, "Oh, y'all believe in a sky daddy, and Christianity is BS," and stuff like that. I know a whole bunch of people. Like even throughout high school, I went through a whole phase where everybody kept on attacking me about like my beliefs and everything, and I just think that if I still have the faith and the belief that I have in my faith and beliefs right now, after going through all of that, then I must have a legit reason to believe it, right? I talk a lot about this in my Lost Spontaneous Speaking video that I posted probably like a month ago. It's called To Know and To Know. So if you guys want to go check that one out, then I speak a lot more on that one. But I'm sorry, I'm kind of distracted. I'm here in New York City. My grandpa could come around the corner and turn on his radio again like any minute. There's somebody outside screaming, even though I'm on the 10th floor. My sister could pop up at any moment as well. We're about to go out to get McDonald's breakfast because there's no food at home. But I decided to make a spontaneous speaking video real quick because there's actually no kids at home for once, and I haven't made one of these in a while. So anyway, back to what I was saying. I've been through a lot with my faith. I grew up in a Christian home, and my dad, he basically is a pastor. Like he was about to be pronounced a pastor until a lot of other things like broke out, and he was deported, and because he didn't have his green card and all of that 2 months before he got his pastorship. But even before that, he was a presiding elder at our church for years. And a presiding elder, he's even a presiding elder back at Ghana, where he is right now. He's working on coming back, and essentially, a presiding elder is someone, it's kind of like an assistant pastor. Whenever the pastor is not there, then he takes over the church, basically, and he helps the pastor out with a lot of stuff, and he doesn't even get paid for this job. And so, yeah, I grew up in a Christian home, and I knew all of the religious and Christian stuff because my dad would teach me and my younger sister. We had the Bible study. I knew Bible verses. I knew all of that. And I thought that I was a Christian, but I didn't really learn what it really meant to be a Christian until I turned 16. Around 15, 16. Me and David, we both actually got saved at the same time. And we put up our testimony video years ago. And, I've often thought about, taking it down and putting it on private, but I think, it's worth still being up. If you guys want to check that out, I'll provide a little eye thing. It should pop up like around now. You guys can go check it out, or it might pop up at the end of this. But it's called can't remember the name. Oh, Slaves to Saved, I believe. I made it up, you know. Anyway, yeah, I've been through a lot of things with my faith, and essentially what I just want to say is that I'm not somebody who follows blindly. I'm someone who, if I'm talking about, if I believe in something, that means I've done the research behind it. That means I'm able to back it up with objective evidence. Basically what I'm saying is that I'm not stupid. I'm not someone who just, you know, went along with this because, you know, that's what my father and mother taught me or whatever. People have asked me, oh, Denzel, what if you grew up in a Muslim family or a Buddhist family? Like, don't you think you would have been just as radical as a Buddhist or a Muslim? And I've pondered that question, and after doing much research and all of that, I've come to the conclusion that I would still somehow have ended up as a Christian because I sought answers. I asked a lot of hard questions, and all of the things just seem to point to Christianity. And I think I'm going to do a video on the misconceptions of Christianity one day. This isn't the video for that, but yeah, just to quickly answer that question, that's what my necklace is. I think my granddad's coming. Hi, Granddad. I'm doing a YouTube video. You want to say hi?
What's all this?
I'm doing a YouTube video.
Video?
Yeah.
It's quite different from this one.
Yes.
Hey, as for you.
Yep, as for me. Alright, so anyway, yeah, that's why I wear this. It's to basically show people that I am indeed unashamed. You know, people often ask like, oh, so what does that 116 stand for? And then you flip it on them, they see the cross, they're like, oh, here we go. And I read it out, and then I clarify a lot of the misconceptions they have about Christianity. Oh, you know, Crusades, or oh, Sky Daddy. You know, like some things are like I've just realized that Christianity is not what a lot of people think that it is, and I recommend a lot of videos to you guys to check out. Check out Jefferson Bethke's poem on YouTube. It went viral overnight. It was it's called "Why I Love Jesus But Hate Religion." I also highly recommend that you guys check out the movie The Shack. That movie was absolutely beautiful. That movie was, oh my gosh, that movie is beautiful. There's one thing in there that you probably already heard about that, you know, like, if you're able to look past that, I'm just going to say it. God the Father is represented as a woman in that movie for a bit. But yeah, like, if you're able to look past that or able to see the reason why, then it'll all make sense. Just watch that movie. It's awesome. I'm going to get the book and I'm going to get the DVD. But it clarifies a lot of misconceptions about Christianity, so I highly recommend that movie to y'all. And I recommend that y'all check out 116 Clicks songs. You know, I'm not gonna lie, some of them are corny. My favorites are Andy Mineo, though. I really like Andy Mineo's songs, and I like Lecrae's songs. You know, some are more preachy than others. KB, I really like his songs too, and some of Triple E's, you know, they get to me, you know, like I like Sweet Victory, you know, but yeah, everybody has their own taste, but I highly recommend them as well. And lastly, I recommend the app Got Questions. It has like answers, objective answers to just about anything that you can ask about Christianity, and it's an apologetic app. Apologetics is all about like finding verifiable, objective evidence to prove the reliability of Christianity. So I highly recommend that, and I highly recommend checking out Ravi Zacharias on YouTube. That's Ravi and then Zacharias, Zacharias. You guys will figure it out. But he's a phenomenal apologist, and there's a whole bunch of other apologists online that can clarify a lot of the misconceptions that we may have for Christianity. And at the end of this video, I'm going to put a specific video that even before all the ones I just mentioned, I highly recommend that you watch that one. It's going to be called The Gospel Message, and it briefly summarizes everything, clarifies all of that. And I'm not here to, like, coerce my beliefs onto people, but I just want everyone to know that I am unashamed. I am a Christian before everything. The reason why I even do all of these MBTI videos is because I strongly believe that God, when he calls you to do something, he's already equipped you to do those things. And most of the time that equipment is in our mind. It's how we're mentally wired. So even me, like my ability to speak and everything, I believe that's a gift from God. Like FE, for those of you who know about MBTI and everything, I believe that was a gift from God. All of my cognitive functions are, so are yours. And we're called to enhance those cognitive functions, those superpowers, those abilities. We're supposed to become more aware of them and grow so that we can ultimately become our best version of ourselves and ultimately who God wanted us to be. So that's what I believe in a nutshell. And lastly, this one I'm gonna make it really quick. The second question I often get, which is basically related, is, what is this I am second that you're always wearing? Well, if you haven't noticed, I am second because Jesus, God, is first. That's it in a nutshell as well. I'mSecond.com has a lot of information on what I Am Second is. And they also have a YouTube channel that I recommend to y'all to go check out as well. But yeah, it's basically just like what I said with my necklace. It's just a way to show people that I'm not ashamed of the gospel. I'm not ashamed to be a Christian, and a lot of people are ashamed nowadays, and I just want to make it clear that I'm not one of those people. And so I highly recommend that you check out I'm Second's page. They have a lot of videos, and they have music too. And I think their videos are really powerful. It composes of a black room, a white chair, and somebody just telling their story. And it's different people telling their story of how they got saved, things that they used to do before they became a Christian, the misconceptions that they believed, and it's beautiful. These are real stories that I just highly recommend to all of you. Hey Dante, it's fine. You can. This is a spontaneous speaking video, so whatever. You're good. Grandpa Dunn already came in and said, "Oh, what is all this? That's for you." But yeah, so that's why I'm always wearing this, and that's why I'm always wearing this, in case for all of you guys who don't know. So yeah, check out these videos that are hopefully now showing around here. And if you guys have any questions, especially for my upcoming video that I'm going to start working on, Misconceptions about Christianity, be sure to leave your questions. And I'm somebody who's, I know, how do I even say it? I know when to say I don't know, but I will look into the information and find out. So I'm not going to BS an answer. I'm going to go look it up, and if I can't find an answer, I'll be like, you know what, that's honestly a question I don't have the answer to. And I guess that's where faith comes in. But I don't follow things blindly. I will do the research. So yeah, I'm open to you guys dropping comments, leaving questions that you'd like for me to address in the Misconceptions about Christianity video that hopefully I'll find time to be able to make. That one will not be a spontaneous speaking video, so I will have edits and all of that and not people walking through. I'll have a good environment. I might even do it over at David's house because that place has almost no interruptions and no kids and stuff. But yeah, thanks for watching, and hopefully you check out the videos that I recommended. I'll put links in the description as well. Done.